Hey, what's up, guys? It's EO3, bringing you my first ever commentary. I figured I'd make it a loadout skill point set guide for electric healing. This is going to be for PVE only after weapon mastery. So let's get right into it here. Go into the powers and the voltage trait. I'm going to go down. Get, get the bioelectric surge, electrogenesis, and ionic drain. You're going to have to get the wired, in order to be able to get the ionic drain down at the bottom there. But it doesn't matter because you're gonna see how we're gonna use wired in the alert loadout, not in the raid loadout, but in the alert loadout. I'll show you that in a minute. Amperage tree, you're gonna go all the way down the right, which we're gonna be using is biocapacitor, galvanize, and invigorate are the most important ones out of this tree here. These other two we're really not gonna use at all. So, and then we go into the iconic powers. We want to get Miracle Worker, Empathic Healing, Wisdom of Solomon, Powerful Resistance, and Nano Weave Armor. With the 5 skill points left over. Now, as far as the skill points, get a little in depth here with you guys. What I did is I'm using the bow. So what I did is I went all the way down and got the weapon mastery on the bow. And you gotta spec into all these other things, which kind of sucks, but hey, the rewards you get out of it in the end is just worth it, and you get a little extra defense. Yeah, I went into the defense, got the 10 defense per point, 30 extra defense. You went down, got and this is the sweet part right here. You get 30 resto per point on these down here, which is freaking awesome because you get 90 resto every 3 points you use on it. And obviously, I also went into the weapon mastery of the pistol and the martial arts. Let me show you that here. Martial arts, same thing. Went down, got the weapon mastery, and all I wanted here was pretty much just 30 resto per point. Unlocked that, got another 90 resto there. As a bonus, I got some extra power, a little more defense. I guess it helps, but whatever. Pistol, same thing. Went ahead and unlocked the weapon mastery, a little extra defense, a little more power, and the 90 resto. Now, I've heard people say that, hey, you can't spec into another weapon, get the extra resto, but I'm gonna tell you not to do that. I'm gonna have to go against that simply because I would say go for your crits first. Get all these crits. This is, critical healing chance, critical healing magnitude, critical healing, anything critical. Believe it or not, it's gonna work out for you, man. I did a little trusting. I spec'd once into the most resto that I could, and I came out with like 5,200 resto or something like that, crazy. But I noticed I wasn't getting the heals that I was getting before. I was like, what's going on? So I respec, and I went into all the crits. I got all the crits in every weapon. Even these here that used to be resto that are now extra crit chance. That's I think there's 4 or 5 of them, and it's 3 crit chance more for each one that you spec into. So believe me, it pays off. I seen the difference when I spec that way. And I went to all the crits first, and then I went into getting as much resto as I could. Crit here. Obviously, I don't have a lot of skill points at 144. I could use more, but you do what you can with what you got. It works out. I was able to get 6 more resto from the brawling tree. Dual pistol, got the weapon mastery, dual wheel. Didn't have that hand blaster. I think I got 6 more resto somewhere else, but that might be it. But believe me, I got less resto. I'm only at like 5,000 or so odd resto now, and it's definitely, I'm definitely getting more heals, especially with these tanks that have a whole lot of health. You can see some amazing crits, 8,000 crits, 9,000 crits, and it's the crits where you get the big heals. It's the crits that keep the tank alive. Base resto, yeah, it's good, but I wave more to crits and put more importance on crits because that's where you're gonna get your big heals. That's where the big money comes. Now, as far as loadout, Okay, this is what you're going to use. This is a raid loadout, okay? Biocapacitor, Electrogenesis, Bioelectric Surge, Invigorate, Ionic Drain, and we're going to get into that now because I know you guys are saying, oh, Ionic Drain is no good, this and that. I'm going to get into that with you. Galvanize, of course. Now, most of the loadout is pretty basic, but the Ionic Drain. Why use Ionic Drain instead of Arc Lightning? The Arc Lightning, I don't like it simply. I mean, it's a really good heal. You can get away with it. You can get through raids with it. It's decent loadout, but you can't heal yourself with it. And if there's a lot of ads out there, and the tank happens to miss one, and you throw out that that Arc Lightning, you're gonna pull aggro. And you're gonna pull aggro, and that thing's gonna attack you, and you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So I go with the Ionic Drain. The trick to using the Ionic Drain is not to use it when everybody's health is low. Get their health up. When their health is really high, that's when you want to hit it. They'll start taking damage. You'll see slow healing over time going out, and when it finally finishes the animation, you're gonna get some major heals out of that thing. I've crit the whole group. Before the T6 armor, T5 armor, 5K, 6K, the whole group. Not just one guy, the whole group. So it's definitely worth it used properly. I think you stand to get much more heals out of this thing. Keep the tank alive. You want to Biocapacitor and Bioelectric Surge. These are your two solo heals. This is what's going to keep your tank alive right here. What I do, I like to, as a habit, I'll hit Biocapacitor and clip it with Bioelectric Surge right away, and it gives me like a double shot single heal, and you get big heals out of that. Obviously the Electrogenesis, you're going to cycle it, keep it up. It's just a small heal over time. It's not a big deal, but it helps. It definitely makes a difference. Galvanize, you want to make sure when you hit Galvanize that everybody's together. You don't want people spaced too far apart because the range is not all that great on it. But if everybody's close enough, you get enough people, you get some big heals out of Galvanize. Now, if you're trying to heal 2 people and you hit Galvanize, you're not going to get big heals out of it because, as you see here, it says creates a wave of electrical energy to heal yourself and all allies within range, growing in strength with every ally healed, which means it gets stronger with everybody you heal with it. So if you're only healing 2 people, 1 person, you're not going to get a lot of heals. If the whole group needs a heal and they're bunched together and you slam this thing, you're going to get some major heals out of it. I apologize, this guy here in front of me, but yeah, that's pretty much it on the loadout. Of course, Invigorate for the supercharge, 50%. It gives power and heals, which is awesome. Okay, for the alert loadout, all you're going to do is switch out Ionic Drain with wire, and that's pretty much it. Not much different. You don't have to spec differently. You don't have to switch your power points. You already spec into that, which is convenient. You just pop that on and go on into your alerts. As far as duos, solos, and whatnot, I will respect my powers, and I will take out the Galvanize. And what I'll do is I will get the robot sidekick from the Iconics, just so he can help me do a little damage. I don't need the Galvanize. It's not going to do me any good with only 2 guys and 1 guy, so I'll switch that out for the robot sidekick for the duos and solos. Yeah, so I'll show you my stats here. Like I said, I got 5136 restoration right now. I just got a few more pieces from the alert, so that's gone up quite a bit because of that. I was at 5,000 and something odd, and I had no problem solo healing any raid. Of course you could spec the other way and go into 1 more weapon mastery if you have the skill points, but you might not be able to get all the crits. So put the importance on the crits. Get your crits first, and then go for the resto, and then it'll all work out. Believe me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my secrets. That's how I play electricity. I've been electricity since I started playing this game. I switch every now and then, but I like going back to electricity. It's a fun power, very active power. You gotta stay on your toes, throw the right heals at the right times. I love it. I love electricity. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. White mods. For the weapon, you want to use a restorative adapter. Just gives you a little extra heal every now and then. It says weapon attacks have a chance to heal you and up to 3 other group members. This effect may only occur once every 60 seconds. just a little extra here and there. Works out. Next socket, you'll need focus restoration. Increases your restoration by 192 until you are hit by an attack. Once you get hit by an attack, it goes down, but it resets every 10 seconds. So if you can move around, try not to take too much hits, you get a lot more resto out of that. Breakout regeneration, just every time I break out, it gives me a little health, nothing major. Extended supercharge. This one is important because it gives you, an extra supercharge bar, where you can almost pull off 3 supercharges with a full bar. So it allows you to cycle through the supercharges quicker and build them back up faster. Explosive block. In case I get in trouble, I hold block, and if they're meleeing me, they're gonna get knocked across the room, give me a chance to get away. And power channeling. This is important for the ionic drain, because the ionic drain is vulnerable to interrupt. But with this thing on, you don't have to worry about it. It says channel superpowers are no longer vulnerable to interrupt, prevent standard control effects, and add 3,500 defense and 2,000 toughness while active, which is awesome. And yeah, that's it. Now that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time with I'm gonna do a PvP loadout next. Tell me what you think about this video, and if it does pretty good, I'll go ahead and do the PvP loadout and give you guys my PvP secrets. Alright, till next time, bye guys.